So, hello, my name is Red Cross. I am a sophomore here at Agnes Scott College, and my intended major will be Africana Studies with a minor in dance, hopefully to dance for causes. So, SCALE. When I first heard of it, I was very confused too. So, it technically stands for the Sophomore Class Atlanta Leadership Experience. So, it's a sophomore experience, and it's a week long where 3 days are spent on site, kind of like an internship. You get field experience with a particular company that you're paired with. And the other 2 days, the first day and the last day, are spent actually on Agnes Scott campus with a professor that's your SCALE professor, where you do site research. And then after the last day is basically to summarize and conclude everything that you've learned and relate it to global diversity and leadership. So I got BlackRock, which, if you don't know what BlackRock is, I didn't know either. It's a multi-asset management company, which is fancy words for saying they own the entire world, which is why you've never heard of them. So when we did site research, we found out about their New York base, which had a lot of negative headlines, resulting in our topic of climate change and sustainability. Agnes was really challenging us to ask the hard questions and be leaders as sophomores and go to this company and ask them questions and have interviews. We were expecting a corporate office full of just suits and white cis men that never smiled. Like, that's what we were thinking of, like cubicles when we go in. And it was nothing like that. Immediately walking in, the people that greeted us were all diverse. Their attire was casual, like business casual, and they were so excited to see us. Like, they welcomed us, and they actually did research on us, which I really liked. They had an alumni here, Princess, that works there, come and greet us because they were like, hey, Agnes Scott has a place here at BlackRock, and we're here to welcome you. There were 3 BlackRock groups, and we had different topics. So mine was climate change and sustainability. On the first day, they asked us our names, our majors, and they found out that the group of BlackRock, the 3 different groups, were so diverse. Like, I'm a dancer, there's somebody there that coded, somebody was into financial technology. I mean, some other people, like, it was a crazy different group of people. And so they realized that not necessarily all of us had an interest in corporate or an interest in a finance or asset management company. And so they tailored the experience that way. So they really focus on building transferable skills such as networking. Every single lunch, they brought in several people from all different ranks of the company, people that just started versus, like, we saw the CFO of like that base. And all of them were so excited to talk to us and hear our concerns. And when we asked the questions of our topics of, like, for my group, climate change and sustainability, they offered actual transparent answers. So they were really open with us, and they taught us that being a leader is about having hard conversations, about showing up transparently and showing up as your full self, and being an empathetic leader and being able to be imperfect, and know that leading a group doesn't mean being perfect. It doesn't mean the amount of money you make. It doesn't mean the job title. It means coming together with those passions and those skills. So my idea of leadership before coming to Agnes looked like, you have to get this particular degree, you have to go to master's, you have to have some type of knowledge in, like, political science or law or things like that in order to be able to advocate for people and make actual changes. And that is not the case. So leadership is way more humbling than that. Anybody can be a leader. And so I specifically talked to somebody named Nicholas Pratt, who is a Black worker that works at BlackRock, and he is a person that has locks. And so seeing somebody at what is considered still a corporate office in a financial company show up presently with jewelry that is very holistic and having locks and being Black and wearing headscarves and things like that, seeing him have a place at BlackRock and the work that he does, it showed me that somebody like myself that is Black, that comes from a low-income neighborhood, that has so many different interests, can be a leader. And I can be a leader to all different kinds of people, because it's about coming together with diverse backgrounds and diverse interests and diverse passions and seeing where we connect. One of the biggest takeaways from SCALE for me was being myself. Wherever I show myself, the people that are meant to receive me will receive me, and the place that I'm supposed to end up, I will end up. That completely sparked a change in my career, like choices. I came to Agnes thinking that I was, I wanted to get a certain type of degree. I wanted a medical degree. I wanted to go into biochemistry because I thought that that was the way to make change. And so after seeing that I just needed to be myself, I had to have a wake-up call. I had to sit down with myself and say, who am I? What do I care about? What do I see myself doing every single day and not getting tired of? And that was advocating. that was teaching, that was mentoring, and that was communicating and speaking. So that was kind of how SCALE changed me from going to biochemistry, psychology, and fitting myself into a box, into realizing the passions that I had and saying, hey, it's okay for me to take an Africana Studies major. It's okay for me to take a dance minor and know that I can still make change, because no matter what degree that I have, no matter anything else, I'm going to show up as myself, and where I'm supposed to be is where I'll be. And so that's kind of how SCALE definitely showed me where I want to be, and speaking to people of all different kinds of backgrounds, and the way that Black Rock tailored our experience to the group, it definitely changed a lot about the way I view myself and the way that I view the world, the way that I view leadership, and it was all for the better.